Okay, here's a short video about factors. It says here factors are numbers that go exactly into another number or into themselves. And I think perhaps the easiest way to explain these is to just work through a few examples and show you how it works. Um, let's see if we can find the factors of 16. The factors of 16. Who knows a number that goes into 16? I bet you all do, don't you? I bet you all know that 1 goes into 16, don't you? Does 2 go into 16, do you think? Yes, it does, because 16 is an even number. So 2 will go exactly into 16, won't it? How about 3? Can you fit 3 into 16? Well, you can, can't you? Because if you count up in threes for a minute, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 5 threes make 15. So we can fit 5 threes into 16, but 3 does not go, here's the key word, exactly into 16, and therefore 3 is not a factor of 16, even though it doesn't go exactly. So 3 is not a factor. How about 4? 4 is a factor of 16, isn't it? Because 4 fours make 16 exactly, don't they? How about 5? No, 5, 10, 15 doesn't go exactly, does it? 6, 6, 2 6s are 12, 3 6s are 18, that's no good, is it? How about 7? 2 7s are 14, no, that's no good. How about 8? Yeah, 8's good, isn't it? Because 2 lots of 8 makes 16 exactly, so we'll write 8 down there. 9, 9, 18, 27, no, no good. 10, no, 16 doesn't, 10 doesn't go into 16 exactly, does it? 11, no, 12, 13, 14, 15. Is that everything? Well, there's one more, isn't there? Of course, 16 itself goes into 16, so every number is a factor of itself, effectively, because you can always fit a number into itself, can't you? So actually, now that we realise it, now that we look at it rather, these are all our factors of 16. There are 5 of them. 1, 2, 4, 8 and 16 are all the numbers that go exactly into 16. They have to be whole numbers because they have to go exactly. So there we go. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. 16 has 5 factors. So there we go. Let's do another one, and I'll show you a way of finding factors that hopefully will maximise your chances of finding them all and finding them all accurately without missing any out. Let's see if we can find a factor of 24 this time, make it a slightly bigger number. My advice to you is to find factors in pairs. I'll write this down. Find them in pairs. That's the first thing I'd suggest. And the second thing I'd suggest is start at 1 and get bigger. And if you don't quite understand what I mean there, then watch me do this one and I think you'll understand. Start at 1 and get bigger. So here we go, finding them in pairs. Start with 1. 1 will always go into any whole number, won't it? How many times does 1 go into 24? Of course, 24 goes, 24 ones make 24, don't they? 1 times 24 is 24. So we find that 1 and 24 are factors of 24. How about 2? 2 is the next number after 1, isn't it? Does 2 go into 24? Well, 24 is an even number, so all even numbers are divisible by 2, aren't they? So let's write down the 2 on the left. And how many times does 2 go into 24? 2 times 12 is 24, isn't it? 12 plus 12 is 24, right? So we'll find that 12 is also a factor of 24. Can you see what I mean about finding them in pairs? If I put a times sign there, you'll see why I've paired them up like that, because 1 times 24 is 24, 2 times 12 is 24. Does 3 go? 3 is next. Is 3 in the 24 times table? Or beg your pardon, it's 24 in the 3 times table, I should say. And yeah, it is, isn't it? How many 3's make 24? Come on, you can do it, can't you? 3 times 8, well done, is 24. Let's try 4 next. Does 4 go to 24? Why, yes it does, because 4 lots of 6 make 24, don't they? So 4 and 6 will both be factors of 24, both be numbers that go exactly. How about 5? Does 5 go to 24? No, it doesn't, because you know that all the numbers in the 5 times table end with either 5 or 0, don't you? And since 24 ends with a 4, it can't be. You should know that 5 5s are 25, which means you know that 24 is not going to go exactly. After 5 comes 6, and this is the joy of doing this method, by the way, because if you've done what I've done here so far, started on 1 and worked your way up, when you get to the number 6, you notice that you've already got it on the right-hand side. And when you arrive at a number that you're trying on the left-hand side as you count up, once you get to a number there that you've already got on the right-hand side, it tells you that unless you've missed any out beforehand, you've already found all the factors of that number. So we've tried 5, didn't work. We get to 6, with 5 we've already got it on the right-hand side. We know we're finished. We don't have to go through 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and so on. We are done. So that's one more bonus, one more good reason to find our factors in pairs and to start at 1 and work our way up. Um, it's particularly useful when you get to even bigger numbers, because of course the bigger the number, the more potential numbers there are you have to try, and the more efficient you want your method to be, to avoid A, wasting time, and B, in particular, and this happens a lot, B, missing out factors. Start with 1. 1 times 80 is 80, isn't it? So 1 and 80 are both factors of 80, they're both going exactly. 2, well, yeah, it's an even number, isn't it? Half of 80 is 40, 2 goes exactly, so 2 and 40 are factors of 80. How about 3? Well, I'll give you a moment to think about it. Feel free to pause the video any time, by the way, if you want to have a little think about these things before coming back to it. 3 doesn't go, does it? Some of you will know that if you add up the digits in the number, and that's a multiple of 3, then the number will be, that will tell you it doesn't go. But if you didn't know that, then 10 3s are 30, 30 and 30 is 60, 60 and 30 is 90, so 90 will be in the 3 times table. Take away 3 from that is 87, and another 3 is 84, and another 3 is 81. So 81 is in the 3 times table. 80 therefore can't be, can it? How about 4? Yeah, of course it will, because 10 4s are 40, aren't they? So how many 4s will make 80? Double that number, eh? 20 4s will make 80, won't they? There we go. How about 5? Well, yep, this number ends with 0, doesn't it? So it will be in the 5 times table, and it will go 16 times. Does 6 go? Well, I know that 12 6s are 72, because I'm good at my times tables. Add 6 to that is 78, which means 80 doesn't go. There's only 2 more bigger than 80, 2 bigger than 78, isn't it? So 6 doesn't go. How about 7? 11 7 is 77, so no. How about 8? Well, of course it goes, doesn't it? 10 8s are 88, 10 8s are 80, aren't they? How about 9? No, 9 9s are 81, that's no good. And then we get to 10, and what do we say? Of course, 10's over here already on the right hand side. We've already found 10, which suggests to us that unless we've missed any out earlier on here, which would be what, 3 or 6 or 7, unless we're wrong about those, then we've found all our factors. Because you're with me, you know we haven't missed any out, don't you? 3, 6 and 7 aren't factors of 80. You'll just want to check that yourself probably in future, but that's it. So listen, there are all the factors of 80. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them, 5 pairs of 2, 5 pairs of numbers. So 10 factors altogether of 80. I hope you agree it's a fairly methodical way of doing it, because believe me, once you get to these biggish numbers, if you start sort of jumping around and I don't know, let's just let's make a bit of space there and jot some at the bottom. If you start sort of jumping around and writing them down as they occur to you, oh yeah, 8 goes, doesn't it? And 5 will go, won't it? If you start writing them down like this, then you just run the risk of, even if you're very good about it and you think about it very carefully, you just run the risk by not pairing them up. You run the risk of leaving 1 out, or possibly more than that, 2, 3, 4, 5 out. Who knows? Because you just don't attack it. Pardon me. Don't attack the problem as methodically as you might do, and you just, as I repeat, it's worth repeating, because it happens a lot in my experience. If you don't do it methodically, then you do run the risk of missing out some factors in your answer, and that would be a shame, since it's a fairly straightforward thing to do. There we go. Factors, numbers that go exactly into another number, or themselves. They're always whole numbers. They have to go exactly, and I strongly recommend you find them in pairs and start with 1 and work your way up the number system until there are no more left to find. Okay, good luck with that.